Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me okay? Back in the studio. Nope, don't want that microphone. Can you guys hear me much better? Remember, our New Year's resolution was good audio quality for these lives. Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going to be talking about how to start investing in real estate. So, last week, hey, Kat, help me out real fast. How do I get out of this screen if I want to and just go to normal? All right, cool. All right, welcome everybody. So today we're going to be talking about how to get started investing in real estate. Last week we were at South by Southwest, and it was actually really informative to speak to everybody there. Matt was interviewing people that came by our booth, and we had a lot of questions. Tim Dooley, is screen still frozen? Nope. All right, so we spoke to a lot of people there at South by Southwest, and as they came by our booth, we would talk to them, we would interview them, and as y'all know, we believe that real estate investing can be for anybody and everybody. You don't have to have been born with $1 million. You don't have to be a trust fund baby. You don't have to have been given anything. Matter of fact, Matt and I both have worked very hard to build up everything here today. And it all came from our businesses generating income, investing all that money into real estate, making wise investments, always choosing the best properties to buy, utilizing leverage and scaling out our portfolio. But it seems like a lot of people, are stuck in this mindset that real estate investing isn't for them. It's not possible for them. Maybe they don't deserve it. Maybe they don't feel like, they have the right resources necessary. Maybe they feel like things are stacked up against them. And of course, it's just not true. I'm sure that majority of the population feels this way. And I'm sure that a lot of them just are not aware of actually how simple and easy it really is. You can buy real estate with $0. You can be going out and finding deals and start wholesaling deals, making 10 grand a month easy. Today, if you wanted to, all you have to do is get out there and put in the work. It takes a little bit of knowledge, takes a little bit of know-how, but it's not rocket science, and anybody and everybody could do it. You just have to be able to work hard, be disciplined, be consistent with everything that you do, be good at figuring out problems and solving problems, and anybody can do it. And so it was really enlightening to hear what holds the general population back. I mean, as we were interviewing these people, a lot of people think that the down payment in purchasing a real estate investment is one thing that is a barrier that holds people from doing it. Being able to get debt, the knowledge and the education of what to do and how to do it. And that's why we put out all this education for you guys, all this free education, the live webinars that we do, these lives that we do. We probably got like 200 hours of free educational content on YouTube that anybody could go watch. And it's not just us. I mean, there's millions of hours of podcasts out there. There's books that you can get for free, even if you got to pay $20 for it. There's so much education and knowledge out there that anybody's got access to it. All you got to do is put it into action. So maybe today we discuss some of the how to start investing in real estate today. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get rid of all these belief systems that are holding you back. Drop in the comments some of these belief systems that either A, have held you back, or B, you think hold other people back from investing in real estate. Where are we at? We got Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. Who's this? Instagram, TikTok. Drop in the comments. Tim Dooley, your commenting screen froze. All good now. Drop a comment and tell me what you think holds people back from investing in real estate. I really want to squash these belief systems today and get people encouraged to start taking action on their real estate journey. So the first thing you got to do is let go of all these belief systems that are holding you back. So let's start here. First one, false. Can I get another marker, please? So someone said student debt. All right. What else? What else is holding you back? Student debt. Some people say cash. You don't have cash. Can't get a loan. Don't know how to do it. All right, what else? What else you guys got? Drop in the comments. I want to solve these today. At least allow you to see from a different perspective. Credit. All right, can't get a loan. What else we got? Instagram, TikTok. Come on. I know you guys got something. What holds you back from getting started investing in real estate, and or what do you believe holds other people back from starting investing? Yep, don't know how. Got that. How about just fear? Everybody knows about analysis paralysis. I was talking to one lady at South by Southwest. I hope she's here watching today. Scared. All right. Hey, Alice. There you go. Fear. I was talking to one lady at South by Southwest. I really hope she's listening today. But we encouraged her to take action. We encouraged her to commit to something. And one of the biggest things that was holding her back from getting started investing in real estate was she wouldn't commit. She wouldn't commit to whatever the process was. She wouldn't commit to finding leads. She wouldn't commit to pulling the trigger on a deal. She wouldn't commit to her education. She wouldn't commit to seeing the process all the way through. And if you can't commit to whatever you're doing, it doesn't just have to do with real estate investing. If you can't commit to exercise, you can't commit to a diet, you can't commit to your relationship, you can't commit to whatever it is, you're not going to see success. You got to fully commit to it. And what else we got? Alice, put some more in here. What do you think holds people back? But anyways, we got her to commit. We got the lady to commit at South by Southwest. She's going to the Entrepreneur Real Estate Workshop, and she's committing to at least taking this first step towards her success. She's going to meet people there. She's going to network. She's going to learn a lot of valuable information, and hopefully that gives her a new energy and a new mindset moving forward on real estate investing so that she can continue on the path. What else we got? Kat, any more? They think they need to know more. Yep. All right, well, let's go through these. So student debt. So Sean says student debt is either holding him back or somebody else back. Personally, I don't have student debt, but I know people that have student debt. When's the last time you made a student debt payment? 2 years? So student debt payments have been on hold for how, 2 years? Or is it optional right now? Still? For how long? So they keep pushing it back. So student debt payments have been on hold for 2 years. And what's your student debt payment? Getting vulnerable here, putting out personal information. What is it? Well, you have the option of doing it, right? Paying a certain amount. What's your interest rate?
Typically
5%. Is that typical for everybody across the board?
Just some is lower, some is higher, depending on the type of loan.
Got it. Well, anyways, student debt payments. So look at it this way. If your student debt payment is, what's an example? $1,200, $120 a month.
Can be for
all right.
30.
Let's say your student debt payment is $500 a month. If it's $120 a month, that's easy. You could literally go stand on the side of the road for half of a day and ask for $20 from every single person and come up with your student debt payment for that month if it's only $120. So here's a couple things. You just got to figure out how to solve problems. So number one, pay off the student debt. Number two, figure out how to raise your income, right? Because if you're afraid of not being able to make that student debt payment, then you need to supplement some more income to cover that payment and allow you to invest in real estate. Here's the beautiful thing about real estate, though. You go buy it. Let's say you don't pay your student debt payments for a year, because right now they've been on hold for 2+ years and they keep pushing it back. So I don't know what you spent the money on, but you could have saved this money instead of paying it to the government, if it's, or whoever you're paying it to. If it's 0% interest right now, it's free. So you could have taken this cash, saved up the payments that you were making, went and bought a real estate asset with it, and then that asset can pay you cash flow every single month, and that cash flow can now pay your student debt payments every single month. But student debt payments, car payments, rent payments, mortgage payments for a personal house that you live in, credit card payments, what else? All these things, they don't produce income for you. I know the idea was for the student debt to produce income for you, and I'm sure that it did, and I'm sure that it was great. But now, especially if you got a low interest rate on it, take that cash, go invest it in an asset that provides you cash flow every single month, that gets appreciation, that allows you to get depreciation, so that you can write off that cash flow and not pay taxes on it, tax-free income, and utilize cash flowing assets to take care of these liabilities that you have, these expenses that you got. Cash. All right, so a big one is everybody thinks that you have to have money to make money. Everybody thinks that you got to have a lot of cash to invest in real estate. And while you may in some scenarios, in others you don't. So one thing that I would suggest figuring out if you don't have cash, and this is what everybody should do in general, is there's so many ways to buy real estate with no money. So first and foremost, what I would recommend you do is figure out a way to increase your cash. So you need more income. You need more money to invest in real estate and to take advantage of deals as they come up. So the first thing I would do is I would learn about what wholesaling is. And I would get really, really good at wholesaling deals. Learning how to wholesale deals is going to teach you everything you need to know, for the most part, to go out and acquire properties. It's going to teach you how to find distressed sellers. It's going to teach you how to analyze a deal. It's going to teach you how to negotiate. It's going to teach you how to follow up. It's going to teach you how to write a contract. It's going to teach you how to network and meet lenders and investors and buyers and sellers, property managers. It's going to teach you a lot of these skills because they are required to wholesale. And at the same time, you can start wholesaling deals, and you could easily make $10,000 a month wholesaling deals if you would simply just do what I mentioned at the start of this live, which is just commit to whatever it is. So if it's committing to real estate investing, it's committing to stacking up your cash, I would recommend that you start wholesaling so that you can start making more money to then go invest that into real estate. Now, you don't want to wholesale, cool. You don't have to wholesale, but you can also buy a lot of real estate without money too. So one of the best ways to do it is to partner with people. You give me and Matt a call, you give Alice Duffy a call, and you say, hey guys, I found a great deal. I've got it under contract. We're going to be able to make this amount of money on it. I don't have any cash in the deal. I'm not asking for a wholesale fee, or I'm not asking for a fee to buy this. But what I want to do is I want to buy this with you guys. I want you to put the money up for the deal. I'll help get the loan for the deal. I'll oversee the rehab. I'll oversee the management. I will save us costs by doing this, by doing this, by doing this. And I'll run this deal for, 3 years. All the cash flow that we make from this deal will pay out to you to start paying back the money that you put into it. And then in 3 years, hopefully when rates are going down, we'll do a cash out refinance. You'll get paid the rest of your money back. And then what's left over, we split, 50-50 or whatever we agree upon. So you can go out and you can partner with people. You can also ask people for loans. So you can go get a loan from a bank for 80%, 75, 70% of the purchase of the asset. Then you can go get another loan for the remaining 30% that you need for the down payment plus closing costs. And don't listen to don't listen to anybody telling you that debt's not good. Good debt is great. Bad debt is bad. So you want debt that is going to produce income for you, and you can structure these deals that are 100% financed. You get the 70% loan from the bank, go borrow the 30% plus closing costs from somebody else, and you can pay them back via cash flow. You get a cash out refinance and get them their money back in the future. Of course, all the numbers got to work out for that, and not every single deal will work out perfectly for it, but it is possible. So partner with people. You can structure seller finance deals with 0% down. I negotiated 2 last week. Have conversations with these sellers, ask them if they're open to seller financing. They say, yeah, I am open to seller financing. Then you start working the deal. Okay, what's most important to you? Do you want this price? How much of a monthly payment do you need? A lot of them really aren't even concerned about the down payment. And you can start working these seller finance deals and start adjusting different things based on what's most important to them. If price is really important to them, which a lot of times it is, and this is why I bring it up to them, I tell them, hey, look, I can't pay cash. I can't pay that price cash. Doesn't make sense. We'd be losing money. We're investors. We have to be able to make money in this somehow, some way. And paying this price that you want, cash won't work. However, if cash isn't that important, and if you don't need to close in 2 weeks, and if you don't really need all this money right now, but this price is important to you, why don't you seller finance it to me? I'll give you a down payment. I'll make monthly payments to you. I'll pay off this loan in 20 years. You'll earn interest along the way. Okay. And then you start going through it. And if they're still stuck on this price number, then you start working the deal. All right, so here's a few options. I actually run them through the numbers and I say, all right, what do you think it would run out for? $2,000. Okay, what are property taxes? What is insurance? I'm gonna have to pay my property manager something. Do you think that $100 a month is a good estimate for how much I'm gonna have to pay for maintenance here? All right, great. So I need to cash flow at least $200 a month. I want to make $2,400 a year. So after all these operating expenses and my cash flow, here's the payment I need my debt to be at. So I need to make $700 monthly mortgage payments to you. Does that sound fair? Will that work for you? If they say yes, then great. Then you start working the down payment. And a lot of times it can be $0. If price is really that important to them, then I tell them that I need my payment really low and I need a very low down payment. And I'd like to have this drawn out over a long period of time where I'm making these payments to them. There was one in Temple that we negotiated last week where we made an offer for 0% down. And I think like $300 monthly mortgage payments. There's a condo in Austin that we negotiated 2 weeks ago where it's a really small condo, but we negotiated, I think I sent the offer for $150 monthly mortgage payments and like 5% down. So it's nothing. And all these things are negotiable. All you need is the knowledge to go out to learn this stuff, to be able to have these conversations, and you need the experience, which you're going to get by having more conversations. So you don't need cash. Cash is everywhere. What you need is the knowledge of how to get a good deal, how to structure a deal, and how to find the cash for your deals. Because it can come from the sellers, it can come from partners, it can come from loans. There's a lot of different ways to get cash out there, and you don't have to have all the cash right here, right now to buy these deals. All right, can't get a loan. Does all that make sense? Any other thoughts there?
They just asked where do you find cash flow in
Everywhere. Who asked that? I need a name. Huh? So the way you find cash flow and assets is everywhere. They're here in Austin, Round Rock, Georgetown. They're in every city and state. in the United States. You just got to go out there, negotiate them, figure out how to work the deal, how to find them, but they're everywhere. Every asset, real estate asset that brings in income has the potential to be a cash flowing deal. You just need to structure it the right way. All right, can't get a loan. So majority of the deals that we buy don't require, and this was, someone had mentioned credit earlier. Majority of the deals that we buy, they don't require credit checks. I think the minimum required credit score somewhere around, like, for some of the loans that we get is like 600. So it's not super high. You don't have to have a 750, 800 credit score. And they're really not even that concerned about my personal credit. Although they check it sometimes, the minimum's like 600. And I got a pretty good credit score, but it really doesn't matter. What they're more concerned about is the deal, and is the deal going to produce income? Now, this might be different if you're going to buy your personal home that doesn't bring in any income, which is not a cash flowing asset. My partner Matt would say that it's a liability, but it might be different for that. But for cash flowing deals, they're more concerned about the deal. Does the deal have enough income and net operating income to service the debt? That is the most important thing. Does the debt get serviced by at least 1.25 times? So I'm sure you actually can go get a loan, and maybe you personally can't go get a loan. Like if you were to just go to a bank and ask the bank to give you personally a loan for something unrelated to the real estate, maybe you can't get that loan. But the beautiful thing about buying real estate is you are not the asset. The bank is not loaning you money. The bank is not lending money on you. They're lending money on the asset that produces income. So they believe in the asset. They believe in the real estate. They believe in cash flow. They believe in rental income. They believe in all the things that is real estate. And so they're not giving the loan based on you. A lot of times they're giving the loan based on the real estate. So if you went out and tried to get a loan, maybe number one, you didn't have a deal. Number two, you didn't have a deal that the bank liked. Or maybe you haven't even attempted to get a loan, and this is just something that you've made up in your head. But if I promise you, if you go out and you find a good enough deal, you'll be able to figure out a way to get a loan to get the deal done. Because a lot of people want to lend money on good deals. If you have a good deal and you're afraid that you can't get a loan, reach out to us. We will get the loan. We'll sign on the debt for the right deals and with the right partners. All right, don't know how. So I think these two things coincide together. Don't know how, fear, scared. I think you do know how. I think maybe you're just not fully committed to seeing it all the way through, though. Because if you're joining this, then you know how. If you've come to any of our events, you know how. If you have been associated with us in any way whatsoever, we've given you everything that you need, I promise you, to be successful investing in real estate. If you've listened to any of the podcasts, if you've read any of the books, if you've checked out our ebooks, if you've gotten any of our calculators or our courses, you know how to do it. But you may not know every single step and every single thing that's going to come up along the way. But here's the truth about that. Nobody does. We do deals every day, and every day deals are different. We always learn something new. There's always some new problem that we have to figure out. And so every deal that you do moving forward from the day that you start, there's going to be something in there that you're not 100% positive or you've never encountered before. You didn't know was going to come up, and that's just part of the game. You got to be good at solving problems, figuring out problems. You have to have enough confidence in yourself that you're 1000% committed to seeing this all the way through and solving the problem, and you will get the deal done. You don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to know the future. You can't predict the future. Nobody can. And every single real estate investor out here, is in the same boat you are. You know the basic principles. All you got to do now is take action and be consistent with it. And I promise that you'll find success. But I think that this is really important, talking through how to start investing in real estate today. I could give you the calculators. I could give you the step-by-step process of what a deal is, how to find a deal, what to say in a deal. But if you can't get past any of these limiting beliefs and false belief systems that are holding you back or somebody else back from investing in real estate, then you're never going to get started. So you got to squash these, and you got to have enough confidence in yourself that you're going to be able to figure out the problem. And you don't have to do this alone. Here's the cool thing is none of us are doing it alone. Me and my partner, Matt, Alice is one of our partners. We got a whole team. We've got investors. We've got property managers. We got lenders. We got a whole team and a whole network of people that we do deals with. And you should too. You're not going to be able to do this alone. You need a team. And if you don't know where to go or how to start, then just reach out to us and we're happy to help. We're happy to be a member of your team. We want to do deals with you. We want to buy real estate with you. And all we need you to do is to take action and get started and just commit to seeing it all the way through and finding some deals. So number one is getting rid of these false belief systems. Any more thoughts on that? Any more questions? What do we got here, Kat?
Russ is look for the code and join the equal about my ticket.
All right, who's that?
Ross.
Let's go.
Justin Ross.
All right. Who here comes from a troubled background, or maybe you didn't grow up in the nicest neighborhood, or yeah, or maybe you feel like being successful in real estate or in anything just isn't for you, or maybe it's not meant for someone like you, or maybe you don't deserve it, or anything like that. How you spell commit? 2 M's? See, that's why I don't have a student loan. Commit. Uh, 8 years ago, so I grew up in a nice family. I grew up in a good neighborhood. I went to good schools. I had everything lined out for me. I had everything that anybody would possibly need. I was a happy kid, but along the way, I decided to take a different path than my peers, and basically from 11 years old to 21 years old, I was under the influence every day. I started off just smoking weed, selling weed, taking pills, snorting coke, doing heroin. By the time I was 21 years old, I was a full-blown heroin addict. You go look me up on Williamson County jail search and Travis County jail search right now. You'll see possession of marijuana, possession of controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and so I've been arrested many times. I was a full-blown heroin addict and basically just wasted, in my opinion, I feel like I wasted the first half of my life. There were a lot of things that I did that I shouldn't have done, and there's a lot of people that I was running with that are dead, that are in prison, that have just completely ruined their life. They're still lost in that world. And a lot of people, unfortunately, don't make it out of there. But thankfully, I did. And the reason I'm saying this is, by the time that I was 21 and I had just gotten sober. I felt like I was reborn at that point in time. It was like I was having to relearn life again, just because for the previous 10 years I didn't remember most of it, and I was under the influence the entire time. But it doesn't matter. And all my friends are graduating college. They all probably have student loans that they're making debt payments on right now. But I I was committed to being successful, and I was committed to seeing my way out of it. And I had just gotten sober. I was riding my bicycle because my license had gotten suspended. I fell asleep, and I had taken a lot of pills one day. Most pills I had ever taken. This is the last time I took drugs. Uh, I woke up one morning. The night previous, I had committed to stop doing heroin, and so the next morning I woke up, and instead of doing heroin, I took a lot of pills, and I took more pills than I had ever taken at one time that day. And that night, I was going to sell somebody some weed, and I fell asleep on I-35, and I woke up. I had just gotten in a wreck. I ran into the back of somebody. Thankfully, they were not hurt. My car was totaled. The front end was completely bent in. I didn't have a scratch on me. I don't know if I was wearing my seatbelt or anything like that, but I woke up to the flash, and I got arrested that night. But I totaled my car, license got suspended, and then when I got sober, I was riding my bicycle. I was working at Firehouse Subs. I was making $8.25 an hour. I was 21 years old, and all my other friends were graduating from college with degrees and going to start their new lives. But I was fully committed to seeing this process all the way through, and I didn't have any of these belief systems. I mean, you couldn't have gotten any lower than where I was at that point in time. But I tell you what, when I was sober and I was happy, and I had a relationship with God, and I was on a new path in life, there was nothing you could take away from me. And even prior, I didn't have the best attitude when I was doing drugs and doing everything that I was doing then. But nobody could really tell me anything at that point in time, and you definitely couldn't tell me anything now that I had gotten my life together. And there was nobody that was going to hold me back from achieving what I wanted to accomplish. And I had gotten rid of all these false belief systems. I knew that I was capable of going out and doing whatever I wanted to do. And so I fully committed to this. I sacrificed a lot. I gave up a lot. I saved every single penny. I took advantage of opportunities that allowed me to decrease my expenses so I could start stacking up cash. I didn't work at Firehouse Subs for forever. I went and got slightly better jobs that paid me slightly more than Firehouse Subs did. But I saved up every single penny, and I knew that the moment the opportunity presented itself for me to take advantage of starting legal businesses, that I was going to do it. I was studying, I was researching, I was working hard, I was fully committed to this process. And that's what you need to do, is you need to get rid of these false belief systems. You need to realize that we're not victims here. We are, if we're in a bad circumstance and we feel like this is holding us back, then we need to commit to getting out of that. There's no one that's going to pull us out. We need to fully admit to ourselves that we are going to get ourselves out of this situation. Get rid of these false belief systems. No one's holding you back. You can go get loans. You can get deals. You don't need cash to buy real estate. You have the knowledge that you need to have. What you need to do is fully commit and start taking action. And the moment you're able to do these three things, and you do them around the right people, and you do them with the right people, such as me and Matt, such as everybody here at TRE, such as everybody a part of the entrepreneur community, get people like Alice Duffy with you, you can go out and you can accomplish amazing things, but you got to start here. And if these things are holding you back, then you shouldn't, if you're not fully committed, and if you still have these belief systems, then you need to address these first before going in and trying to invest in real estate. Because if you don't get rid of these things, if you don't get rid of the bad belief systems, and if you don't fully commit, you're going to go out there, you're going to buy the wrong deal, you're going to spend too much money, you're going to partner with somebody, you may end up losing their money, and you're going to blame real estate investing for the reason why you're not successful. And that's just not true. Real estate investing is actually very simple and easy, so long as you follow certain rules, and so long as you are fully committed to solving problems and figuring it out, because you're going to have to figure it out along the way. No deal is exactly the same, and it's pretty easy to not lose money in real estate if you would just follow some simple rules and take action over and over and over and over again. All right. What do y'all think? Are y'all getting rid of your false belief systems? Are you ready to commit? Are you ready to take action? That's right. Put on your big girl pants and just do it. What do we got, Kat? All right, so get rid of these false belief systems. No one's holding you back. The world isn't out to get you. If you don't have access to resources, you need to figure out a way to go get those resources. Reach out to us. We're here to help. You don't need credit. You don't need cash. You don't need to have been born into a wealthy family. This isn't just for, certain races, genders, anything like that. Real estate investing and finding success in real estate is possible for anybody and everybody. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what your skin color is, what your gender is, none of those things. Anyone can find success investing in real estate. You just need to commit. Get rid of these false belief systems. Get rid of people in your life who are telling you it's not possible. Get rid of people telling you that you can't achieve it. It's not for you. You're not worth it. You don't have what it takes. Only you know those things. And I'm willing to bet you that if you would commit, that you do have what it takes. Then you need to commit. You have to fully commit to whatever you're doing. Getting healthier, exercising, trying to get a six-pack. Kat here says that she is fully committed to eating healthy and going to the gym, right? All right, she's fully committed. So we're going to see this all the way through. Real estate investing, starting a business, being better in your relationship. Whatever it is, you need to fully commit to it, and you need to see it all the way through. If you're not committed, it's not going to happen. And lastly is you need to take action on what you're committed to. You need to take action over and over and over and over and over again. Anybody in here who has tried cold calling to find deals before? If you made 3 phone calls and you didn't get a deal, the reason you didn't get a deal is not because cold calling doesn't work. It's because you didn't take enough action. You didn't call those people back. You have to call a lot of people. You got to call them every single day. You got to follow up with them. We call people 20 plus times before they answer the phone. And when they finally do, we get a deal done. But you got to make calls. You got to follow up. You have to take repetitive action, consistent action, day in and day out in order to see success. None of these things are going to work the first time you do them. You may make 1 phone call and find a deal, but it's highly unlikely. And if you do, it's not going to happen again. I can almost guarantee that. You're not going to send 2 mailers and get 2 deals most likely. You're likely going to have to send 500 mailers to find 1 potential deal. You're not going to analyze 1 deal, and this is going to be the best deal in the world. You're going to have to analyze thousands of deals. You got to take repetitive action. You got to take massive action over and over and over and over again, day in and day out, in order to find success. So I hope this helped you out today. I have a feeling this isn't what you might have thought we were talking about today, but this is really important. Get rid of your false belief systems, commit, and take massive action. If you're here in Austin, we've got a networking event going on this Friday. It's at Cover 3. It's at Cover 3 at what time?
4:30.
At 4:30. It's at 4:30, Cover 3, Austin. We got it on our social channels if wherever you're watching it from. But this would be a good opportunity to meet us. We're happy to help you out here. This is a great opportunity to network with other professionals in the industry. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. So we'll see you there. Also next Tuesday, we are hosting, right? We're hosting a webinar 6:30 p.m. Tuesday the 28th. Next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're hosting a webinar on how to analyze and buy commercial multifamily deals, big apartment complexes. You have to register for that webinar. That's free as well. So I hope to see you at either one of these. We can help you out here. We can go into the steps. If you are committed and you are taking action, we can show you exactly what to do. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.